Luke, I have the vials. I've dealt with them, but I've been stung. You know, we could really use some help.
That spectacle. For many days my brain worked with a dim, undetermined sense of unknown modes of being. In my thoughts there was a darkness, call it solitude or blank desertion. No familiar shapes or only objects, images of trees, of sea or sky, no colours of fields, but huge and mighty forms that do not live like living men, moved slowly through the mind by day, and were a trouble to my dreams.
Oh, hello. What are you doing?
Oh, just William Wordsworth, Prelude. It's a poem about how mankind is constantly overwhelmed by the power of nature and the consequences that go against it.
Oh, I think I only know a bit of the daffodils. Yes. Hey, I thought you were a scientist, Howard, not a philosopher.
I'm retired, Molly, and sometimes philosophy and science, they're similar than you might realise.
I see. Oh, have you got your rent for me this week, Howard?
Oh, yes, I'll be right here.
Thank you. And I do hope you find something to do with your life after what happened to you last time.
Yes, well, those days are behind me now, I suppose. Good day to you.
Okay, Howard.
I'm just trying to get this phone to work.
Try removing that panel there, take out the battery, power cell, it's a round spherical object, slip a thin piece of foil underneath it, then insert the battery into it, then put it in rice for a couple of minutes, and it should be fine.
Really? Yeah. Okay. Professor Howard's Calib.
Yes?
I'm Luke Evans, we need your help.
With what exactly?
Do you know what this is?
That's impossible. This is a design based on my research, but that was 7 years ago.
Well, it seems like it's caught back up with you. Come with me and I'll explain everything.
Okay.
"7 years ago, you and your scientists worked on a way to take specific genes from animal DNA and splice them into humans, giving them special enhanced powers and creating animal-human hybrids."
Yes, but it was all theoretical. We shut the project down and it never worked.
Howard,
Where did you just come from?
look, I know it's hard to understand, but your research isn't theoretical anymore. We made it work.
What, you mean you actually got my research to work?
My name is Stephen Jones. I found your research in the archives and I managed to complete the formula. And I concentrated the genes into these vials. We limit ourselves to 3 different animal genes. Luke here uses DNA of bats to enhance his ears and give him echolocation. Along with the strength of a stag and the reaction times of a scorpion. And I use the genes of a bull to enhance my strength and speed, and also genes from a chameleon to camouflage my skin.
Just can't believe hybridization actually works. After all this time.
You haven't told them the problem yet.
What does he mean?
Well, we're not the only ones to figure out hybridization. 6 months ago, a terrorist cell started attacking different parts of the world with these powers. Luke and I have been fighting them to try and keep the vials out of their hands, but we can't do it alone. We need you, Howard, the original scientist behind hybridization.
Well, I'll do anything I can to help further this technology. Of course.
We're not just talking about research, Howard. If you help us, you become a hybrid, and you have to fight them with us.
What? Are you sure about this?
Yes. This would be a good place to start. This vial contains an American grass snake's gene. It will give you improved senses and thermal vision.
So, I just inject this into my arm?
Yes. If you have any doubts about it, tell me now.
So, the double helix structure of a DNA cell can actually be traced back to a large string of sugars and phosphate-bound genes. These genes affect our movements, our appearances, our abilities. They are the defining thing that makes us human. But what if we could change that? My name is Professor Calib. My research team is asking for funding of £5 million from the board, as well as our own slot to research at East Anglian University. Within a few short months, we should be able to start testing on human subjects. And if we succeed, the future could entirely be in our hands.
Howard, you're awake.
We can see so much.
It worked. You have thermal vision and heightened senses. You're now a hybrid, Howard.
Well done. Now, we should get to work.
Yeah,
Are you
Oh
alright?
no, it's getting worse, Stephen.
What's wrong with him?
It's alright. A few weeks ago I was fighting a group of terrorists we were talking about. I won, but one of them had the genes of a wasp or frog. They stung and poisoned me and now it's slowly killing me.
We need to find a cure.
Agreed. We'll work on this technology together, Howard. And in the meantime, Luke will train you to use your powers and take more vials.
Okay. Mike, I'd like to pay my final rent. I'm moving out.
What do you mean?
I found something to do with my life. Try combination pH2AOA.
No.
pH2AOB.
No.
pH2AOC.
I know the alphabet, Howard.
Tortoise genes. This should toughen the user's skin and make them bulletproof. Slide 2H, PO1.
Wow.
Panther genes, this will increase your strength and speed.
It works.
You alright?
Yep, I'm good.
Okay, let's get a drink.
Guys, those scorpion genes, it just increases your reaction time and I can't keep up.
Are you well in time?
So when do I actually get to, fight these terrorists?
The time will come when we need you.
Okay, well, I hope I'm ready when that time comes then. What's wrong?
I'm using echolocation. Something's wrong with Steve. We need to go.
Stephen! Stephen, are you okay?
What happened?
Your infection is getting worse. I've run some tests and you've got days, Stephen.
I just need more time, just to perfect this technology.
Stephen, are you really sure we should be using hybridization like this? I mean, it's not exactly ethical and we're breaking all laws of nature.
This technology is the future. We have to push the limits.
It's one thing to be able to do something, but it's a question of whether we should.
Well, just think of the lives that hybridization might save.
But how many lives might it take? Just look at yourself, for example. Listen, I have a colleague in Norfolk. He's one of the original scientists that worked on me first with hybridization 7 years ago. He might be able to help cure you. So me and Luke will go and see him and hopefully we'll be able to find some way to fix this.
Okay. Good luck.
Luke, I'm going to need a train.
So can we trust this old colleague of yours?
Yeah, we should be able to. I mean, he's no stranger to hybridization. We almost cracked the project 7 years ago before we shut the project down.
So why did you shut the project down?
Because hybridization was dangerous. There was a test subject that we used to become the first hybrid. The gene splicing went wrong and he almost died. I only just managed to save his life, but his genetic structure was completely destroyed. After that, I knew that our species wasn't ready for hybridization, and we can't defy the laws of nature without consequence. I mean, until this terrorist cell emerged, I didn't think I'd ever think about hybridization again.
Well, if we can stop these terrorists, then we can keep hybridization out of the wrong hands. And maybe then we'll be ready for such power.
Well, I hope so. Professor Morgans?
Oh, Professor Calib, I haven't seen you in years.
Yes, 7 in fact. Listen, I've come to talk to you about hybridization.
You mean that old project? Are you trying to pick it back up?
Yes, well, I have a friend who seems to have contracted a very deadly virus. I was wondering if you could think of a way to cure it.
Well, there are lizards that are genetically evolved to heal themselves. So, you could try implementing their genes into a vial.
Ah, yes. Do you have the formula for that by any chance?
Some prototype here.
Oh, thank you. That's very good. This is really going to help my friend, Professor. You've no idea how useful this is. You seem to be packing, Professor. Are you going anywhere?
Yes, a job opportunity has come up in London. Are you going by train by any chance?
Yes, I am.
Well, I think we're done here, Professor. I think you should leave.
Goodbye.
Yeah, he found us.
So with this formula, we'll be able to cure Stephen.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, I'm going to go get coffee.
See ya.
Professor Howard Calib, at last we found you.
Who are you?
You know who we are.
Hello, Luke. Oxfire. Tell me, Luke, does Stephen really think the three of you can stop my terrorist cell? That's supposed to hurt.
Enough of this.
What's happening?
Yes, sir, the authorities are on their way.
Understood.
Meet you back at base.
Luke! Stephen, we got the formula, but we were attacked on the train back.
Oxbow was there.
Oh no.
What? Who's Oxbow?
The leader of the terrorists. He's an incredibly powerful hybrid. If he's onto us, then there's a big problem.
Right, well, let's focus on getting you cured. Take this. It's lizard genes. It'll give you a healing factor, and hopefully it should heal your body and you'll be cured.
I'm starting to feel better.
Great. The vial will help, but it's not a permanent fix. We will need to find a cure at some point or another.
Well, what do we have with these terrorists?
They attacked on the train. We still don't know what they want.
They were using more than 3 vials. The guy I fought had the agility of a squirrel, the strength and speed of a wolf, the quills of a porcupine, and they were cold-blooded. I couldn't detect them with thermal vision.
Well, I mean, technically it is possible to use more powers, but it's risky.
They've shown their face on the train. Maybe we can track them down from there.
Okay, let's go.
They can use more genes. And so can I.
Howard, what did you do?
I used a 4th vial.
What?
Do you realise how dangerous that is?
I know, but I just had to try. I mean, you were the one who's saying we had to push limits.
Having too many different genes in your DNA will corrupt it. It's incredibly dangerous. The more vials you take, the less human you become. Think about all those different genes in your genome fighting for dominance.
What vial did you take anyway?
Very specific genes from an electric eel. I can generate electrical pulses, and it seems to have stabilised. What's that?
Seems I've tracked the terrorists to an abandoned university not far from here. Maybe we can find out what they want. We'll settle this later.
Hang on, I know that place. That's the abandoned university in Devon. That was the university where me and my colleagues first started working on hybridization.
Let's go.
Tear this place apart until you find the hard drive.
Oxbow.
I'm glad you're here, Stephen. After all, this is where it all began.
Why is his voice like that?
Here's Mockingbird genes. It alters the voice.
Professor Howard Calib, is that really you?
What?
You don't remember me, do you?
This ends now.
Stephen!
Very impressive.
Oh, electric eel genes. You clearly took a 4th vial. It's smarter than the rest, aren't you, Dr. Howard?
How do you know me?
Still haven't worked it out, have you?
Can't hide forever, Jones.
You and your friends are so fearful of this technology. You don't realise what it can do, the benefits it possesses. But instead, you decided to take up poetry.
What's that?
When Stephen worked out hybridization, him and Lib gathered up all the most powerful and dangerous vials and locked them away in a storage facility in London called Project Alpha. Think of it, Howard. Armies of animal-human hybrids, all reliant on me as their supplier. And this is the key.
You can't just give these powers to anyone. It'd be chaos.
You still haven't realized who I am yet, Howard, have you?
Stephen, get that hard drive out of here!
Oh, Luke. Poor little sad.
Oxbow!
You failed to see my vision, Howard. Now I will use the vials to their full potential.
You can't have that power. It'll be chaos. No one deserves that.
Then I'll take it all the same.
No!
Howard, it's Stephen. Where are you? Oxford got away with the hard drive. If he finds Project Alpha, who will send the vials to the highest bidder and create havoc across the world. Luke is in hospital. He's in critical condition and might not pull through. My infection is getting worse, Howard. Whatever way you look at it, these powers are too dangerous for mankind, and they can only lead to destruction. I'm going to try and cure myself without hybridization. It's the only way. If you're listening, Howard, please call me.
Are you all right?
Look, can you just leave me alone? Hi. Look, we met once. About 6 months ago. I don't know if you remember me. Listen, if you just give me like a chance to maybe. It's okay. It's okay. Don't be afraid.
I swear we've never met before.
What? No, please. Please. We've gone too far. We've gone too far.
Voice recognition required.
Stephen Jones, Project Alpha.
Access granted. Project Alpha.
They need my help.
I'm cured.
There are hundreds of files like this all over the facility.
Where do we start?
We start shipping these vials out to every army in the world. They'll sell for a pretty price. I don't care what side any of them are on. This event will trigger World War III. It'll be a far deadlier war than you could ever imagine. Everyone will come running to us for a piece of this. Professor Morgand, start collecting the vials. Ship them out. I need more.
But sir, you're already unstoppable with 20 different genes.
Think of how much more powerful I could be with another 50.
I don't think that's a good idea, sir.
Dolphin gene. This will be useful for swimming.
Sir, this is really dangerous.
Leave me. Go!
What's happening?
The boss has gone crazy. I don't know what to do.
What do you mean he's gone crazy? How are we going to sell the product?
You think of something.
Hey!
It's you.
Sense now.
Stephen! Stephen, you came back.
Come on, Howard. We need to end this.
It's too late, you fool.
What do we do with him?
I've made a cure to seek and extract all hybrid genes in a person's DNA. It's a sort of antiviral. Instead of giving them powers, it takes them away.
Wait, so you mean we can actually depower?
Yes.
Okay, so how about this? Humanity isn't ready for these powers. So, we depower the terrorists, we find Oxbow, we depower him, then we depower ourselves, and we destroy the vials, and we leave a small stash of them. So maybe one day people can find them in the future, at a time that we're actually ready for these powers.
You really think that time will come?
Yes.
Okay, well, I can get into Project Alpha. After all, I built the place, and then you deal with Oxbow.
Okay.
My powers! What have you done?
Where is Oxbow?
Oh, it doesn't matter. You can't stop the future.
Tell me where he is. This has to stop. You know it.
Okay, he has a hide under the River Thames. He's become a monster. He's far too powerful now for anyone to stop.
Stephen. Good luck.
You too.
You're Howard's friend, aren't you?
You should have left us alone. Now you're going to die like the rest of them.
What you're doing is wrong. You can't defile ethics and nature for money.
It looks like we can. And I will be the greatest scientist ever known.
Oxbow? I'm sorry. Oxbow, this needs to stop. You need to depower yourself. What have you done?
Professor Howard Calib. Of course it's you. It has to be you. You didn't realize who I was. I tried to explain it to you.
I know you did. But I finally realised who you are. Subject TX-13. You were the test subject we used to create the first hybrid. It was a test subject that we used to become the first hybrid. The gene splicing went wrong. He almost died. The experiment warped your DNA. All this time, it was my fault.
You almost killed me. But I'm still here. And now, I'll never die.
Being a good scientist isn't about doing stuff for the sake of it. It's about doing the good for the world.
Enough!
Oxbow, this needs to stop. No. Depower yourself.
No!
I won't! How many vials did you take? It's over, Oxbow. You're depowered.
Did you really think that would work?
What?
I could never be depowered. My DNA is far too strong now.
If you can't beat them, join them. Our powers are limited now.
What?
I just injected the same genes you injected. Anything you can do, I can do.
Come on, Luke. Let's finish this.
Now the vase can never be used for bad or good.
And Luke, we need to depower ourselves.
Okay, we're both depowered.
This tunnel's breaking down. The entire Thames is going to flood through.
Oh.
That's for Luke. None of us are getting out of her, Oxbow. We have to end this now.
I'm weakening.
I need more vials.
No!
I feel the power coming back.
Oxbow, stop! Stephen.
Howard.
You there? Are the files destroyed?
Yes, everyone's depowered. They can't fall into the wrong hands.
Is Oxford dealt with?
Yeah. Yeah, Oxbow's dealt with, but I'm under the Thames and the roof is collapsing.
Oh my god. Get out.
I can't. The entrance is blocked.
The only vials in existence are with you.
It's okay, Stephen. It's okay. We went too far. The files are gone. They can't be used for harm.
Or good.
Yes, well, that's a sacrifice worth paying. Suppose my invention worked after all. Goodbye, Stephen.
Howard!
So, it's over?
Yeah. How's your ribs?
I depowered myself, so I don't have the lizard genes, so recovery's slow.
It's my fault Howard's gone.
A current of water collapsed on him, yes.
What do you mean?
Last week, I got a very interesting phone call. When Howard was under the Thames, he seemed to have injected himself with fish genes, giving him temporary water breathing. He then swam to shore and depowered himself. He's keeping the extracted genes safe.
But how can you be sure?
Because Howard phoned me.
Luke, Stephen, whoever's listening, I want you to know that I'm safe. I used fish genes to swim out of the Thames, and I managed to save the only vowels in existence. I can't return, not yet. We've seen how dangerous this technology can be, but I do believe that in the future, humanity will be ready for this. So I'll lay low, and I'll keep the vowels safe, and I'll wait, however long it takes, for the time that humanity is ready for these powers. When we're responsible, and when we can be trusted, only then will our time come. Only then will we truly achieve greatness.
Looking at the future, I see a storm. It's got the sky painted black, covered in rust. Is this the revolution? Do you hear the heart beating? I had a dream, I was rising from the fallout. I'm building steam, it's all been coming down to this man or machine. I am the evolution. Waking up the animal. Waking up. I've got that light.